Arizona kid here. Hey, just went on a trail ride just the other day and came home and found out the next day, because I left my bike in the back of my truck, that my front tire here is flat. Flat. You know, I guess I can grab you guys here, but yeah, she is pretty flat. So let me get you turned around here, and we'll sorry, I was looking at something, and we'll see what we can figure out. So yeah, here we go, looking at the tire here. I don't know if you guys can really tell if it's flat or not. I mean, if I push on it with my foot there, now maybe you can tell it's super flat. So I'm thinking get her jacked up here with a jack. So yeah, before we jack her up, I'm thinking probably better to I don't know. I was going to use a wrench to take the tire off, but if I can see where it's leaking without taking the tire off, why take the tire off, right? So, you know, there's a few different ways I also want to say about doing this tire, finding a leak on it. You know, if you're out in the, you know, like it didn't sit overnight, if you were out and it happened with you really quick, you could probably maybe see a nail on it or something like that, but I haven't seen nothing yet, but I haven't also really checked. So let's get her jacked up and let's take a look. You know, because there's so many different ways to fix a tire and to also plug it, you know, like when you're at home like I am right now, you're not too worried about how quick you're going to plug it because I have a air source with me. And then also on my quad, I have a 12 volt with a air source on it, you know, so I have an air compressor in my quad. So I don't worry about it anytime, but some people might not have, you know, an air compressor with them when they're on the trail. So there's different ways when you plug a tire to do that. Gosh, my brakes sound so bad. They just squeak, but I do not see anything out of the ordinary here, guys, that would just stand out and say, I have something in my tire. So, huh. I don't know, that's a... No, I just don't. There's nothing just... Well, there's nothing that's standing out. I mean, that's probably taking a lot of time to sit here and spin a tire. So, that's insane. Usually when I get a flat, I have something physically in it. But there's nothing that makes me think there's something in the sidewall I missed. Something on the inner sidewall I might have missed. And I'm seeing nothing. So interesting. I wonder how this one feels. That side's aired up. Well, let me get my air compressor out here, and it's gonna take a minute for that to pump up, and then we'll put air in it and we'll go from there. So I'll be right back, I guess. Alrighty, so here we are back again. So let me get this camera kind of pointed down where we're gonna be at, and let's put some air in it. Well, look at that, huh? So, I don't see anything immediate there. All right, everyone, Arizona Kid here. So I'm sitting here on my couch, petting my dog down here. You can't see her. I think the other dog is sitting right there, the little one. The big golden retriever's down here. You just can't see her. But anyways, hate to jump in on this video like this, but I'm editing this video and it shows me looking at the tire, and all of a sudden my footage is gone. I can't find it. I must have deleted it or something, but I had footage showing me take off the tire, and then I get an idea because I can't figure out how to find the hole. So I go, well, look, I'm gonna go stick my tire in the pool, you know, if the wife doesn't come home and kill me first. So now it's just gonna jump to me with a tire in the pool. So I don't know what happened to that in-between footage, but I hope this kind of explains what happened, and we'll go from there. So please keep watching, everybody. So here, hopefully I didn't already lose where it was, so yeah. So right there, see all the bubbles? There's the hole. And honestly, that hole is so small. Jeez, man. If you're out on the trail, I don't know if you'd find that, you know? I don't advise everybody doing what I just did with the pool. One reason why, especially my pool, well, I guess I should have remembered where that was now. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to mark that. So let me focus on that for a minute. Such a small hole. Sorry, just got my thumb around it. A little white mark. But anyways, like I was saying, I would not advise always putting, it's right there. Look at that little bitty hole right there with my finger. I don't know how you would normally find that. So, I think I'm gonna get a bottle of water when I get back and see if I could find that. But what you'd have to do, especially with my bike or with my pulls, I guess what I'm getting at, I'm stumbling on my words, is you'd have to, I still need to mark that somehow, I'm thinking. Because by the time I walk around over there, I'm gonna forget where that was. I just know it. I should have brought something to stick in it. So let me see if, I don't know if those are gonna stay or not. Trying just to mark up the tire. See those little lines. But anyways, I still probably haven't said what I'm trying to say. The pool, my pool is salt pool, so you don't wanna do that and then not spray off your tire with normal water, because it's a saltwater pool. I didn't even think of that till now. So I'm going to spray that off really quick. So I'll put the tire there and I'll stop you guys for a sec. Alrighty guys, so yeah, so I got that tire washed off. You know, I didn't even think about that after shoving it in my pool, even though the pool was probably the fastest way to find it, that it's a saltwater pool. So I sprayed it off with water and wiped it down to at least get that salt off. If anybody lives by the ocean and they know about salt, they know it's probably not the best thing to go sinking your rim and tire into a big old pool of salt water. So let's swing around here. So yeah, so up here, you guys can see right there, it's the hole. So let's get you guys flipped around. So yeah, I just showed you the hole. So, you know, this is probably for another video down the road. I don't think you guys want to see it all in one video, me doing a tire. It took long enough to find the hole in the tire. But I mean, I carry a bunch of stuff in this back toolbox, even baby wipes. But there's shotgun shells from the last video. Didn't get to use any of those, but set those over here for now. But anyhow, I got a bag back here that has like everything in it, but I think it's the yellow one. I have all these little canvas bags in here that are color coded, but if I'm correct, close this back up. The yellow one, let me angle you guys down here. So the yellow one is the one that has the tire kit in it. So yeah. And I'll go through one day all this stuff and show you guys what I carry, but all I need now is this one, I believe. What's this bag? Wow, more of the same stuff. This one looks like the one I used, so let's use the one I used. Not much the one I haven't used. Another glue. Ooh, another glue. We'll try to use the old glue first. So, dude, I got too much. I got like double of everything in here. I think I bought one tire kit when I bought another one. That's why there's two of everything in here. So, anyhow. So, let's get this thing moving now. You know, now that I know where it is, to have something hold the tire to do this, I'm just going to put the tire back on the quad. I think that'd be the smartest thing to do. So let's get you guys set up to watch that, I guess. But let's get that tire back on the bike, because if it's on the bike, it'll be a lot easier to handle. So as long as I don't forget where the hole is. You know, what's making me upset too is I usually have welding chalk, and I can't find it for nothing out here. Because that would be a perfect thing just to mark it with. But heck, even a marker would be nice. So yeah, so let's take a marker to it here. There we go. Should be able to see that. Let's get this tire back on. So guys, also, you know, this little hole here, if you're out on the trail, you don't see that little hole leaving you stranded. You guys, it probably wouldn't even drop air out. Like, I mean, right now this tire is full this whole time. It's not leaking that fast. So This is one of those ones you just want to find because you don't want to keep airing up your tire every time you want to go ride. But yeah, it's not nothing to really super worry about. If you're out in the trail, you can just get back home. You probably wouldn't even know you had a hole in it like I did until you got home. But let's say there was a nail in there or something like that. You know, there's two ways to go about it, you know, and I'll get to that in a minute. Kind of demonstrate that a little bit for you so you guys will know what to do when there is a nail or a stick or a thorn or whatever you might run into on the trail. But let's get, might as well get the, there it is, get that right kind of in front of us. Get her drop down. There we go. So, get you guys around over here so you can see what's going on. So, you see where it's right here, so you guys can see that. Yeah, so there's the hole, guys. So let me talk about that for a sec. So here's the tools you guys would need. So this comes with a tire patch kit, okay? You got this, and sometimes these two things are on the same stick. They just put that tip on the end of it, and that's fine too. But since we got them separate, this one is what you're gonna use to make the hole bigger. This is what you're gonna use to attach and insert the plug. So, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, hope this ain't taking forever. So you got, you got your glue that comes with it, and you got your plugs that come with it. Now, do you need this glue? No. You could just use this plug and stick it in there and it would probably do the job no problem. Now, I'd use the glue, and it's probably gonna sound funny to somebody. I'm sure they're gonna make fun of what I said, but I use it kind of like for a lube. So once I get this on the handle, I put glue on it because then it makes it go into that hole over there a lot easier. So, and I'll show you guys that. So now this is the, I call it the saw, but it's gonna be what you're gonna stick in that hole. You're gonna need to make that hole a little bit bigger to fit the plug. Now let's say you're out on the trail. So, I don't know if you guys see me. Let's say you're out in the trail and you come up to your hole right here and you gotta pull a nail out. Well, you don't wanna lose all your air in there. You want to save that air. So this is what you're gonna use to saw it and to push in the hole. And when you get this in there, you're gonna wanna leave this in there until you get your plug and everything ready, and then pull this out and put the plug in. The only reason you're doing that is because it's conserve the air in your tire. That's if you don't have a compressor. Well, I have a compressor, so I'm not worried about losing air or not losing air because I have a compressor here with me, and I even carry one on my bike. So it's all about what you have with you to do it. So I just want to make sure you guys know that's the way to do it if you don't have air with you. Now, if you have air with you, you can do it how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna start sawing this and let the air do its thing, you know? So I wonder if it'd be easier to let some of the air out of the tire instead of trying to stick this in with the tire full of air. What do you guys think? So there it goes. But see, you can hear the air coming out. But you're just gonna sit here and saw at it. You're just wanting to make the hole bigger. You know, like I said, it's not really that hard. Just keep sawing at it. But yeah, I'll show you guys. Let that, there goes all your air. So that's why you want to leave this in there to keep the air from coming out. And that gives you a chance. I guess it doesn't matter to me because I'm going to check my air when I'm done. But that gives you, you know, a chance to, let me get a light real quick. This is crazy. But that gives you a chance to get your other stuff ready when you don't have air. So I'm hoping this is all on camera because I guess got the camera sitting here in front of me. So, you know, you're gonna need one of these plugs. Like I said, look how sticky those are. Like, do you really need to use that glue? No, but see, the problem is when they're this sticky like that, just putting that glue on it makes it go into that hole a lot easier. So, you know, I wonder if I should flip you guys around because I can't even see if I'm getting all this. So let me flip you guys around real quick, or maybe I can just go to the camera and see. Yeah, I'm hoping it's getting all of it. So anyways, so get this plug off. And they're gonna be sticky and they're gonna give you a hard time, but you wouldn't want one that wasn't sticky, right? So you're gonna take this. I always work the end, like flatten it down. Try to make it a little flat just by squeezing it with your fingers, because you got to go through that little narrow opening there. You're just gonna work it in there. So, a little trial and error here, you know. Have patience with it, you know, it's all I can say. A lot of guys I hear go, man, these are a pain because they're sticky. I'm like, yeah, but they're supposed to be sticky. You know, I have like a toolbox. If you have like a toolbox, got some needle nose pliers, that'd help you pull it through, you know. I've never had trouble not getting one through. But I went a little too far there. But you want to try to get it. You can even bend it up if you want to, but you just want to try to get it the same distance. Hope you guys can see that. And this is where the glue comes into play. So I think I got an old one in here. I want to use that one first. Okay, unless it dried out already. It might have dried out already. Yeah, it dried out already. So yeah, see the cap right here? It broke. I thought maybe it would have stayed dry. Or stayed wet in the bag, but it didn't work out. So that's garbage, but it's okay. I got another one. You want to take this one. Looks like I already popped it open. That's weird. I wonder what I used it on. Anyways, I think I used it on a friend of mine. So anyways, I hope you guys can see this. I'll try to get here. I just put in glue on it, and I usually am doing this out in the desert, so I don't really care, but I just dropped some on my carport, and I guess I do care that I'm dropping it on my carport. But so what am I using this for? Am I using this because I need that glue on there for this to seal? No, you don't. I mean, someone can argue that with me all day long, but no, you don't. You don't need that glue on there for it to seal. I'm using the glue for a lube. So then once you pull this out, you're gonna want to stick this in the hole. And man, I don't got very good light here, so I'm gonna try to hold the flashlight between my legs and pull this out. Ooh. Ooh, that was so close, guys. I gotta show that. Ooh. Yeah, if I would have went any deeper than that. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, I pushed a little too hard there. Let me get the camera up here in the light. So, can you guys see that? I almost pushed it all the way in. Ha ha ha. Now that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to push all in, but what I did, that's all right. I stopped it right there. Close enough. And that's it. I mean, that's really all there is to it, you know. And then you would check your, you know, your tire pressure and all that and make sure it's okay. But get that flashlight out of there, guys. Kind of really hard to see. I don't know if the flashlight even helps. Flashlight kind of makes like a glare, huh? Put it up like that. But yeah, so you can see it's got the two little ends once you pushed it in there. So, and that's all this glue everywhere. Like I said, the glue, people, like I said, might argue that with me. You don't need the glue to my... I just like it because it usually makes it go in that hole easier, but look how it went in the hole there. It kind of went really fast into there for me. So be careful not to do that. And yeah, that's how you fix a hole in your tire, plug your tire. You know, hope that helps somebody. It's not super hard. The hardest part is getting this to go into that hole, and even the saw, wherever, even the saw, getting that to go in the hole, that can be sometimes hard. It matters how big the hole is, you know. But this, like, I didn't go at it very much. I always tell people, go at it a lot with this. Don't be afraid that you're making the hole too big, because look how hard it was for me to get that in there. If you see the end of that, I mean, look at that. You see the end of that, that's one circle, that's one circle. Look how big of a hole that can plug up, and then look how small, hopefully I get close enough. Look how small this is. That fits right in the middle of that. So let's see how big that whole circle is right there. So you know how much you'd have to saw with this thing to make a bigger hole than that? So that kind of might help people to know that. Don't be afraid to use this and get the hole to where you're not going to have to push as hard as I did, because that, like I said, that's the hardest part, is pushing this in and then pushing this in with the plug on it. So all right guys, Arizona Kid here again. So once again, I apologize. I did do a closing little thing right after that scene you saw, but I'm just having bad luck. I mean, maybe my last video I had some bad luck with that one, trying to edit it, and I've never done such a terrible job. I actually had to take it off YouTube, and then had to take all the music out of it, and then I had to repost it. I'm having bad luck. I mean, the last 2 days or something, doing videos, and so I apologize for that. But like always, guys, keep powder dry. Thank you for watching, you know, and I also want to tell everybody, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching this long. Thank you for all the people that are newly subscribing to me. I appreciate it. I'm really hoping to, you know, get to 1,000 maybe by January. That'd be awesome, because if not, come March, I think it is, I'd have to start all over again. But just keep praying and hoping I'm doing good enough content to get people to want to subscribe. So once again, just thanks everybody that is subscribing and watching, and I appreciate it more than you possibly know. And yeah, that's about it. Hope this video helps anybody out too. So it helps you plug an ATV on the trail. So I already said it, I know, but I have to say it again. Keep the powder dry, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.